Meet
Bedlam.
My name's Shatterstar.
Domino. I'm Lucky.
Luck isn't a superpower.
Well, Deadpool, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. Anyways, I'm Mitchell Ryan Darcy, and today I'm heading off all the way to downtown Toronto just so I can see Deadpool 2 in IMAX. It is the only theater close by that actually still has an IMAX. All the other theaters are showing, I think, Solo in IMAX. But the thing is, I don't want to see Solo. I mean, I might want to see Solo, but I don't know. It's the kind of movie where I'm like, I don't really want to watch it, but I'll watch it just because, you know, it's part of the Star Wars thing. But anyways, we're talking about Deadpool 2 here. And I have a couple of things I'm a little bit worried about. The first Deadpool had a lot of great moments, and it was short, to the point, had some great gags and all that. Laughing throughout the whole thing. A bunch of surprises overall, just the first one in general. And so with the second one, it's like, are they gonna go too much with it? Like, it's just, because usually comedies, the second one is usually falls into the trap of either doing the same things or whatnot. And so my worries about Deadpool 2 is the change of director, which the director and Ryan Reynolds had a creative difference problem with the second one over, I believe, casting. I think it was rumored that the director really wanted Kyle Chandler. I forget how to say your name. I can't actually imagine what your name is off the top of my head, and he's an actor I really liked, so I really want, when he was announced that he was gonna be part of Deadpool 2, I was like, yes, this is what that's a great casting. But then the whole falling out with the director, and then because of the falling out with the director, the guy who did the music, I think, dropped out. I think Junkie XL did the original soundtrack, and he was going to do a sequel, and then he decided not to because of that. So that's two little things I'm really worried about there. I don't know if it's a longer film. I haven't looked up what the running time is of the film, but I'm just hoping overall, I hope it matches the first one. If not, is even better. I did see most of the ads for Deadpool 2, I believe, and I think they were really, really, really smart ads. Like, they're great. Like, the advertisements for Deadpool overall, first one and second one, has been spot on amazing. And I just hope that a lot of the stuff that they did do in the trailers is not in the film, so that way it makes the film, like, it makes you want to go back and see the advertisements, because it's like there's stuff in there that's not in the film, final film and whatnot. Like this, I hope the joke, like, for example, where Josh Brolin's arm was unfinished in the trailer, and it's like, are they going to do that in the movie? It'd be like, we kind of saw the trailer, so it's like that joke is sort of, it wouldn't be as effective. So I kind of hope maybe they do something different with it overall. So anyways, I'm going to be late for my bus, so I have to go. I am super excited to watch. It's just me thinking about everything that's happened so far in Toronto, and just recently, last night someone got shot and killed at Yonge and Dundas, which is the theater I'm at right now. They weren't killed inside, but they were in the square outside and around night. And the funny thing is, last night, last afternoon, I was gonna say, oh, I think I'll just run out to go see Deadpool 2, and it's like, I could have been near there, I could have been, wow, it happened and all that, and it's just, it makes you think. And also, another thing that's going to probably drive me a little bit, like, I'm going to think about during the movie, is that one of the stunt people died during the making of Deadpool 2, and they all confirmed who that character was playing and all that. So it's going to be very hard to watch that movie, given the fact that from what I've seen in the trailers, the character is all about luck, or that's her power or whatever. So it's like knowing that the stunt person playing that character died, it's like there's a bit of a tragedy to it. I mean, it's a tragedy in general, but it's just like there's a bit of that irony to it, unfortunately. And it's like, am I going to be thinking about that the entire time? And I wonder if they're going to put something at the end, like in memorial for them or whatever. Considering this is the last film they were working on when they died, and they were on set when they died, and it's like, oh. Anyways, a little more cheery. I am super excited to see what they do for an intro. Like, are they gonna one-up the original Deadpool intro? Like, I love just the way that was edited and put together, and it's great as a spoof. So, it's like, how are they gonna try to upstage the first one, or are they just gonna do something totally different and just totally get rid of other people's expectations and whatnot? So anyways, I'm literally just about to walk in to go see Deadpool 2. I'm trying to think of anything last I was going to say going into it. I'm super excited to see what references, what they do, whatnot. Yeah, so time to go watch Deadpool 2 in IMAX. My hair is an absolute wreck. Hi, I just watched Deadpool 2, and it was a good film. But for some reason, I do think the first one's better, just overall. But I still enjoyed the second one for what it is, and only time will tell if it's as good as the first one. But it was a fun experience overall. Though it actually felt a little bit boring in the sense of just all these references, like everything that the first one was. It was just so overall was just like we've sort of seen this style done before with the first one. So this is not an entirely new experience, and it's kind of hard. That's the problem with sequels for the most part, is when the niche of the first film is just there again. But I will say the end credits scene, a specific joke sort of hit me really hard for some reason. To me, I'm looking at it, because right now I'm doing the 100th anniversary, or 100 subscribers. And so I was like, I need to do something special. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to go through all my old things that we shot throughout the channel, history of my channel, and get together a major blooper reel. And it's been taking me like an extra week just to go through all the footage to find the best bloopers and whatnot. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, am I going to regret this? Just like... well, I can't say the end credit scene, but just like that. If you've seen the movie, you already know what I'm talking about. But yeah, and it sort of hit on me because I had to think about it. That's why I'm recording on my way back instead of just right out of the theater. Because I'm just not sure. It like hit me hard, you know. With spoofs and comedies, it's very easy to do it just for fun, but if you try to get a message behind it as well, there is literally this story, the whole theme of very mild spoilers about taking care of children and raising them to be good, and children who go bad and all that. And there's that whole, would you kill a child if you know that child's going to do bad things and all that, and so there's that whole level of stuff theme-wise in this film, and I wasn't expecting it. But it is nice a film like this, comedy blockbuster, try to fit a message like that in it. Not sure if it's as effective, but it worked for the most part. Josh Brolin was interesting as Cable, but I don't think the script actually gave him that much to do overall. I mean, I gotta say, probably my favorite scene was just having all the characters in one room talking to one another about what they're gonna do or whatnot, or team up or what, you know. The intro, actually, I will say, credit-wise, because they did tribute the movie to the stunt woman who passed away during the shoot. Yeah, so the intro was really very interesting, because when it first started, I'm like, okay, they are going to do something different. And then they did do something different. Like, after this whole like intro section, there's an actual intro credit section. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's in the style of something. It being 20th Century Fox, I should have actually kind of guessed what they were gonna do in it, but yeah, I heard the song that they made for the movie. I think they made for the movie, but I'm not sure. I would have to look it up. But I didn't. That was my first time hearing the song, so that was cool. The cool music choices, but a lot of the song choices felt like they were just sort of thrown in there just to make it more Deadpool-y than what it already was. Specifically, you've seen it in all the trailers. I felt like the trailer did spoil a bit, action-wise. Like the whole, well, it's not a train, but, you know, it's on the road, like cargo train or whatever, truck convoy. And it's got so deadly quiet. But and they threw in the song "Only Time," and as it was such a brief use of that song, I felt like that moment could have been stretched out a little bit more. Like, because the slow motion started, but then at a certain point it just went back into fast motion, and it's like, oh, they could have went a little further with that, I think. There was a little bit of moments joke-wise in that. I'm like, they didn't do it as well as what they could have done with it. A lot of little moments like that. And that's the problem when you go into a movie sequel as well, as expectation. Because if you really enjoyed the first one, you're going to have high hopes for the second one. But if you go see the first one for the first time, you're like, I don't know what to expect with this film. And so that's why you get such a high expectation for the second one. Overall, it was a good movie. I definitely recommend IMAX. There wasn't really anything special to the film, I felt, overall. I mean, it's not like Avengers where the entire film is filmed in IMAX. But I don't know. I saw Deadpool on regular screens. This movie's perfectly fine seeing on a regular scene. There was nothing, didn't felt like there was much added stuff, like with the bars and whatnot. Peter, brilliant use of advertising, leaving on the cliffhanger is like, oh, this guy has no power and he's getting dropped into whatever it is he's being dropped into, and it's like, what's gonna happen to him? And so I was thinking the whole time, like, I'm super excited to see what he's gonna do and help out and whatnot. And then I was having a serious deja vu moments a couple of times, because when they were dropping in, I was like, okay, what's the chances that they're setting up this just to kill off all the X-Force and all that? And I was like, okay, well, I can see them paying it off really well. And for the most part, it worked, because then they started actually, everything bad happened to them except for the one with luck. This is all spoilers, isn't it? I guess it's gonna be a spoiler review. But yeah, and so it was really, I think that could have been done just a bit better, but it was still good enough. Like, it felt like I've seen that joke somewhere else before, but I'm not sure what. But anyways, I just want to say the scene I'm talking about that affected me the most was when Ryan Reynolds was reading the script to Green Lantern, and he's like, "Oh, this is my big shot," and all that, and then it's Deadpool, because he uses the time to go back and kill him from doing the script, and then it's like Deadpool's final line of the movie. say thank you, Canada. You can thank me, Canada, or something like that. It was close, but I'm just like, that was actually clever and really funny, and especially the fact that I'm in Canada watching the movie, and I'm from Canada and all that. So I don't know, maybe there's a different version of the ending, or different line for other cuts of the film, but for the most part, yeah. But I will say I felt like the movie did rely a little too much on the voiceover. Hello everyone, I just also wanted to say very briefly that editing wise, near the end, when they're editing between the different fight scenes happening in the same general location, I felt like they didn't go back and forth as properly. Like, sometimes I felt like they cut back and forth a little too much, and they should have let the scene play out fully, then cut to another part of that scene a little. I just felt like editing wise, this could have been, there's some parts where I'm like, it should have been done a little bit differently. Like, they kind of forced jumping to another cut or another camera angle or whatnot, which is something they kind of didn't actually need to do. So there's little moments like that. Anyways, 100th anniversary, or once again saying 100th anniversary, I'm still currently working on my 100 subscriber specials, and originally I was just gonna do the Ruby videos first and then do the 100 subscriber specials, but I've decided to change that. So now I'm doing the 100 subscriber specials first, and then the Ruby thing at a much later date. Anyways, yeah, quick update in a review that I don't think anyone's gonna watch. Anyways, yeah, cut the outro. Thank you very much for watching. I want you to have a nice day or night or whatever time you watch this. Have a nice whatever. Thanks again for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of the movie Deadpool 2. And yeah, also let me know in the comments below what movie I should review next. Old or new, whatever, yeah. Because this might be my last review for a long time.